Good evening, everybody, morning, afternoon, etc., whenever it is. Welcome back to Hades. I'm just glancing over at my sound settings here. It's been a minute. It's been about a week since I have really used most of my tech anything for, recording or editing, what have you. So I am just monitoring my audio here because on some of the sound checks, I had to finagle with the boom in the mic here because it was doing a high pitch like squeaking noise that just trying to save everyone's like eardrums here. I would always advise anytime you're watching any sort of media, especially with headphones on, don't crank it to max volume, because if you hear that on max volume, you're probably going to need to see a doctor for tinnitus. Anyway, standard SOPs, I guess, for when it comes to video. Watch at a faster speed. If it looks like it's going to be an hour long, chances are that's where we're going to be here. It's a new update, so I'm expecting to take a minute on this one. Or not. Doesn't really matter. Skip ahead if you don't want to see the lore. If you just want to see combat videos, not for kids. Let's get the ball rolling here. Thus far, limited people to talk to. Oh, my boy's gone. Thanatos? Nope. No Thanatos. Cold shoulder. I know it's been a week. Dusa, everyone's favorite.
I wanted to apologize for when I pried about your past.
That's right, we got actual lore going on here.
I just wanted to get to know you better, but I was insensitive and I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Oh, Your Highness, Zagreus, come on. Don't even worry about it. I'd already forgotten. Really, no big deal. It's just the past me. It's as though it wasn't even me. This is me now. I'm glad I'm here.
And I'm glad too.
Aw. Take it. Oh, there it is again. Oh, but Prince, son, I cannot take this gift. Oh, okay, you're not gonna. No, we're not doing that. Part of me just died saying that.
Here, Orpheus. Why do I bother keeping such a worthless shadow of a court musician in my house?
Damn.
You prattle ceaselessly, yet I can't get even a single note out of you.
This is patently fault. He has a false. He has played some music.
If I may be so bold, my lord, perhaps the merest sight of me still stirs in you a memory of my performances of yore. It gladdens me you used to like my songs.
I used to tolerate your insolence. We're finished here. You find your voice immediately. You have 100 years and not a moment more.
It sort of reminds me of like this one scene out of a John Woo game. What was it? It was called Stranglehold. There's a part where you're like literally in a hotel and you have to protect like a band of musicians from playing, and if they all die, you actually lose the mission. Ooh, this is fancy and new. The thread there sort of reminds me of that, because like quite literally they pull out all the guns. It's like an action Asian movie film type of game. If you haven't seen a John Woo film, or maybe it's games, or played Stranglehold, just go look up like the band scene. You know what I'm talking about. They literally pull out the guns like, hey, keep playing. We got anything here, by the way? I'm just trying to fill the space here. If I haven't mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. We're gonna do our best to bounce as of late, and the last week was as of late. The bounce, about a D-. Not saying I'm completely dry out here today, but we're just working really. I'm still like sort of working through the cold, so to speak, because that's still going on. But I'm good enough to
good deal.
Play some video games without hacking into your ears. You will get the occasional mic mute, of course, when it does come time to me for me to let it. So this update was about Nyx.
I saw you took possession of the list of minor prophecies of the three fates. As ever, I should never have doubted my daughter's expectations. I was uncertain you had necessary guidance to select it from among the house contractor's many opportunities.
You offer something called the Fated List of Minor Prophecies to me, chances are I'm going to pick it up. Though, you make it sound like there's more I should know about it. Should I be concerned?
You know exactly what is necessary and no more. I know better than anyone never to tamper with the Fate's design. Though, if they had cruelty in store for you through their list, I think that I would warn you anyway.
That's somehow reassuring.
So I take it, and this is just because I jumped into like the whole Hades fiasco, essentially like a year and a half after it first went early access in 2018, or is it 2019? 2018. Go look it up on like the YouTube like gaming categories. It's a 2018 air quote release. We're sitting in 2020. I'm guessing this is what it was like when everyone else was still being released. They just look like globs of goop. Like I bet Orpheus will very much resemble that, or maybe even like Achilles. I don't hate this. Is that your waifu, Tim? No, we're not doing that. That's my boy Josh's though. That's like a Tharja look from.
Nyx updated my mirror.
Tharja from Jesus Christ. I know it's the Fire Emblem game. Yeah, there you go. Fire Emblem games, or singular game, I suppose.
Feeling good.
Trust me, anytime you hear me like say the word like waifu, san, or anything like, you know, meme-esque related to like a piece of Japanese dialect or language, I do mean it out of respect when I say I'm not going down that path, but I also mean it because like a younger me, like inside, like just turns over. It's like, Tim, this is who you once were. It's like, not again. To the, you know, to be fair, I'm not saying I was like outright like super like, the hell, my phone's popping off here, super weeb or whatever. But I was definitely going hard on every form of anime out there in like the early 2000s. And if you were a youngin back in the early 2000s trying to watch anime like on YouTube, you were watching videos in like 6 to 8 minute bursts, and you're watching like 6 separate videos just to get like 1/2 of an episode done for Bleach. You guys know what I'm talking about. You remember the days. Could have swore there would have been like a new weapon. Is this new? Wait. It's been so long, I don't know if that's always been there, but, you know, whatever. Next keepsake. We can do... Nope, and there it is. One moment. Oh yeah, brother, we're still here. Let's do 10% damage for striking foes from behind, also while striking... Wait. While striking undamaged foes, also while striking foes from behind. Yeah, give me that black shawl.
Okay.
And we're just trying to crank ourselves up the list here, so this is good. I thought there was an easier way for me to check which of these heats that I haven't done. Check out the gun. We have a +2 for gun. We've done +2 for gun. I think we've done +2 for everything at this point. There should be a way I can like check it easily. There it is. Highest heat is 2. Highest heat is 2.
Let's go with this one.
Heat 2. Please don't show me the bow. Ah, fuck. Are you serious? Wait, no, I've done it with heat 0. Oh, I need to do heat 1 still. Oh. No, dude, I don't want to do heat 1. I only hate the bow. Just being honest with you. Being frank. Oop. But we will do it. Let's see what blood we can dip in.
You're no mere weapon, are you?
Chiron, your special automatically seeks out the last foe struck by your attack. Loads the cast in. The cast loads in your next attack, firing on impact. Yeah. I'm curious how that works out with something like Pocket Sand, for instance. Maybe we'll just like dip into the aspect of Zagreus. A little hard here. I mean, we got one more before we max it out, and we'll stick with it. So this one, it's all about landing that charge shot. Alright. Maybe we can make a volley build happen. Dash striking is something completely separate. Okay. Let's get in it. Heat 1, please. And we'll actually pick something that is, you know, for us. Don't really like that. Reduces healing effects, kind of hate that. Prices go up, I mean, you know. I hate it all. Enemies doing more damage? Nah. Heightened security? What is this? Traps deal more damage? I mean... Also, like a big no? I'll just do the enemies do flat more damage. I know this is my standard, but I don't want to pop on damage control for something that requires me to like land a charge shot every single time. Just set us back. Oh.
Life is short and fraught with pain. Is that truly the life you yearn for, boy?
Sounds like me at work. Haha, just kidding. Because we've actually been pretty good at work as of late. Same old, but we're doing pretty good. And this is new. This is all new stuff. I'm all for it. As like far as like the little art things. The icon, you know what I mean.
Your crusty father's not entitled to the bounties of the sea.
Sure, alright, what do you got? Whoa!
Ooh, good.
You have a greater chance of finding a fishing point in each chamber.
Alright, let's catch some fish.
So, if I was like, you know, still advancing the metagame, that'd be great, but we're towards the end of it. Or sort of towards the end of the metagame there. I'm gonna forego this and just... It's nectar is the thing. Ah, yeah, alright.
Let me have it.
We'll forego the nectar, get the +3 on that, and see what big boons we got here. Maybe we could fish here? I don't think I've ever done that before. It would make sense. Whatever. What do you got for me, Chaos?
As we become acquainted, son of Hades, I shall make myself quite clear. questions for discussion. When visiting, please merely listen and accept my mark, and then depart. Respond only when necessary, or when prompted. Yes.
Merely listen, so it's just like when I get those messages from the Olympians. Wait, you did just prompt me, Master Chaos, didn't you? Or should I have remained silent?
I cannot offer you advice, but you were prompted, yes. You may speak freely, then or anytime, despite my wishes that you not do so. Absolute silence is my general preference. It may not be yours.
I'm trying to spin something there. Alright, what do we got as far as like boons here? Money, no. Better boons, I like it. Afterwards, your attack deals more damage. So you can't cast for 3 rooms? Damage up, let's go. And this should still be giving us max HP, if I'm not mistaken. You gotta bear with me, alright? It's been a minute since I played this game. Not since I like played games in general, because like, you know, we're still doing that. Like, what else am I gonna do? It's my life. As far as like a hobby goes. You know, it could actually, you know, spice back up and hit up the gym once again. Although it's hard. So obviously we're still in a sort of, I don't want to say pandemic state, because that is me sort of feeding into the exact media imagery that I hate the most, where everyone's just like, it's practically you know, SARS all over again. It's swine flu. It's like, you know, all these things that we did indeed survive also did indeed happen. I'm not, you know, scoffing at it. I'm just saying, I just hate the media blowing it out of proportion. And as a result of it, and you know, maybe it's like one part media, one part my lovely locals in Las Vegas here, you can't buy hand sanitizer, water, or toilet paper at like any shops right now. Like, it's legit just empty. Like, full stop. You go down those aisles, it's a ghost town.
Good.
It's a little ridiculous.
The circumstances spur me now to offer you the greatest of my powers, cousin. Take my strength and strike the darkness down.
I mean, to each their own. I'm glad people are like, in some ways, like for the hand sanitizer, I get it. You're trying to keep your hands clean for a variety of reasons. You know, one is enough for like a whole family for a few weeks, unless you're literally like just guzzling your hands and like, just love that alcohol feel on my skin. If that's you, please stop. Because people need to buy hand sanitizer. It's going for like $35 on eBay, dude. I took a picture of mine at work and I told my friends it's in good condition. It's $50. Nobody answered me. Nobody even laughed. But it's a legit case right now. I kid you not. I kid you not. Alright, thinking about hand sanitizer. What are we going to do here? Get me Faintlick shot. Can't use it right now. When we can, though. That's going to be our bread and butter back at you attack. Get me some purple crystals on the table. Let's go. Yeah. But hand sanitizer, as I was saying, yeah, hand sanitizer, I get that. Keeping your hands clean, maybe wet wipes or like, you know, Lysol cans. All of that I get. As far as like disinfectant stuff, that's fine. But like the water, you know, it's for Vegas. They're not turning off the water. And also to that extent, I understand why you wouldn't want to drink the said water straight from the tap, buy a filter, which is just like the easiest way to solve this sort of solution issue. And I'm loving these new effects. This is nice, but you're distracting me from the bit I'm trying to do here. It's not even a bit. It's just me being angry that I just can't buy bottled water at a, you know, a grocery store. So it's like, you know, it's the part where you say, Tim, yes, bottled water, killing the environment, are we? To be fair, you know, you're not wrong. But, like, I also recycle pretty well when it comes to, like, water bottles, so that's easy. You know, my sister heckles me, and my mother, to that extent, for not exactly doing recycling correct. And, you know, I'll own up to it. It's like, yeah, there's some aspects, like, you know, is this a plastic that we can recycle? Is this a plastic recycle? And, you know, occasionally it might end up in the trash. That one's on me. Water bottles, though, it's different. I also don't buy a lot of, like, bottled water. And just, it's the occasion sort of thing. And, you know, some people maybe need the bottled water, but, again, all gone. For that, I don't understand why people are buying up the water. Like, that's gonna be something that just immediately goes when, again, water's not gonna turn off. The one that's a real kicker, the real kicker out of all of it is the toilet paper. I don't understand why people are staking all of the toilet paper. Dude, I'm loving the new flare. Like, if you get coronavirus, COVID-19, or whatever you want to, you know, call it, just make sure you're spelling it right on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about. Like, what are you doing buying all the toilet paper? Why do I have to see people, like, in my country fighting over rolls of toilet paper from, like, Smith's or, you know, Walmart or Target? It's a little ridiculous. I don't understand the rationale for the toilet paper. Everything else, to some extent, I get, even if it's not entirely correct. Like, what does that have to do with the virus? It makes zero sense to me. Sorry, I'm trying to dial in and just kill this guy, get some rhythm going. There we go. Like, obviously, if you get sick, you know, maybe something will happen in the regards where you need, like, a lot of toilet paper, but if that's the case, then One, start using less toilet paper as is. Two, just...
And I, for one, am grateful to our forebears for that.
There is no two, dude. Just wash your freaking hands, people, and stop buying all the commodities in the store. It's stupid. That's it. End of bit. It's not even a bit. It's just me being mad. Special deals more damage inflicts weak. Dash inflicts weak. Give me some damages. And I kind of hate a lot of Aphrodite stuff. Outside of Pocket Sand and maybe like one fusion haunt technique, I don't really care for most of it. There you go. That's where we're at. Is Las Vegas burning down? No. Are we going to hit a recession as a result of this? Potentially. I mean, it was kind of on the horizon as is, given a few things, political or otherwise. I mean, you know, you take it with a grain of salt, no matter which way you want to swing it. And we ain't doing any political, because I'm just exhausted. There was a brief point I was looking at some political stuff on Twitter, just various perspectives. I feel like it's the best way to go about it, and this is about as deep as I'm going to get in the conversation. Because after doing that for about a week straight, I never wish to do that again with my life. It just brings nothing but misery, and like, you know, you just see all sides of people out there that are like relentlessly attacking each other over various things and people that may or may not give a damn about you in an extended capacity outside your vote this, you know, holiday season or electoral season. Anyway, that's that. Stay off Twitter, just in general, really. Like, go to Twitter for like memes and art. That's fine. If you're going to Twitter for anything serious, I just recommend, like, if you're trying to, like, you know, ooh, need some sort of like news outlet, just use Reddit. And, you know, Reddit already has, like, you know, a few strikes on my list just because of the people on Reddit as well, but it ain't Twitter. I've always heard like various YouTubers or like Twitch people that are talking about, you know, oh, I blocked so many people on Twitter, I just stopped using Twitter this much and like my life has improved tremendously. I'm like, it can't be that bad, right? Like, surely you guys are just like, you know, following the wrong crowd. Then to be fair, that's what blocking or removing people would do for that. Or you're just like reading into it too much, right? It's so easy to like just scroll through Twitter, have something at the fingertips, and then you open up like just this can of worms where it's like, here's one topic, and here's 10 people about the topic, and here's 10 people on the topic of the topic, and all of a sudden it's like, dang, nobody in this thread likes each other, and I just feel worse for reading it. I'm just gonna not. And obviously the final like coup de grace for all this is I'm just gonna outright delete my Twitter. That's no. The existence of my Twitter quite literally is like, here's how work was, I'm posting a video, I'm going live. The last one hasn't happened in a minute, but it's the extent of my Twitter. And then like looking up memes and art. It's good for that extent. Do not read the comments. Your attack bounces up to 3 foes, dealing 15% damage for each of them, or for each. We'll take it because it adds to the, you know, scrolling list there, and there it is, Poseidon's Bounty. Helping me out. Good deal here. No, you almost got me. No. Yeah. I recently had to figure out what this whole no thing was about, and I'm surprised it might be a little bit offensive on one side, but it is still pretty funny, but... I don't know. I don't keep up a lot of, like, you know, Twitchisms or, like, the modern day dialogue of, like, you know, your standard Centennial or Zoomer. I mean, I'm not doing this purely just to be, like, mining it for a bit, but it's the truth. I have to ask my friends what, like, certain things mean. So, like, there's a recent one, it's like, what does it mean to be... Let me just make sure this isn't, like... this doesn't, like, inundate me as someone being offensive. Excuse me. Or, you know, if it makes me look dumb, that's one thing. That's fine. I'm for that. What is a blank? Or not a blank. Well, yes, but I type it out. I don't actually type out the word blank. Okay, we gotta go to Urban Dictionary for this one to get the actual... Okay. You don't go to Urban Dictionary because you just get one type of definition and then, you know, it's using a sentence regarding some sort of form of, like, you know, jizz or freaking bodily fluid. Next. Is it under Know Your Meme? Let's see. I will not whitelist Know Your Meme. Thank you. It's an acronym, apparently. I will not say that. Anyway, the word I'm looking at here, and it's a word I had to ask my friends. I'm like, you know, I see the people using this word. Clearly it's offensive, but like, what's a simp? Quite literally, like, I have no idea what a simp is. It's just beyond me. There's a lot of, like, lingo or dialogue like that I can't keep up with it, and I don't know where it came from, what it stemmed from, what, like, you know, Vine, YouTube video, or otherwise. It's just beyond me. Same thing for, the other one is... It was just on the top of my head. Not Scuffed, although Scuffed is, like, hilarious in its own way, just because I think it's pretty scuffed, bruh. We'll do this because I need time to think and I need the money. What was it?
Come forth,
Not
wretches,
stuff.
and stop this meddler.
Stan! It's all the S ones as of lately. I don't know what it means to, like, you know, we stan a blank. I don't get it. That one, I haven't looked it up, so if anyone wants to, like, educate me on the modern day lingo here, tell me what it means to stan something. Because I see it for, like, I've seen it in, like, some political tweets, which is partly why I'm like, okay, this is why I'm exposed to it, just because that's what I was recently looking at. But, like, I see, like, on Twitter, like, we stan a so-and-so that does X, Y, and Z. You know, with that context alone, maybe I could figure it out. I'm just asking someone on the internet to tell it to me, because, it makes me feel like, you know, we're getting a little bit of community there. Getting some people out there giving me some answers for, you know, what I should probably know is, like, modern-day dialogue, but I guess it's just a part of getting older, because I don't keep up with a lot of it. Or, like, the references, or the memes, or the uh-oh stinkies, like, I just don't know. I'd rather someone tell it to me. I'm not saying I'm a 26-year-old boomer, but, like, you know, I get there. Like, most days after work when I come home, first thing I want to do is not, you know, record Hades, even though today's the exception, because we're feeling it. But it's mostly like, you know, I could just really use, like, a nap, and my back hurts, and, you know, taxes, medical insurance, blah, blah, blah. Every little, like, you know, adult checkbox. Hey. Like, the immediate concern. Like, only as of recently, I had an issue with my health insurance. Not so much using it, but just, like, actually getting the physical card in the mail. I reported this in January, and I got a solution in January. It's mid-March. I just fixed the issue, and the card's still not even here yet. I'm doing a very good job at that adulting thing, but, you know, I got, like, the whole, like, paper cutout that I put in my pocket for temporary use. So I'm trying to get the actual physical card. Other thing I need to do, I got it right here. Sorry, doctor. I know I got my eyes checked in January as well. Haven't cashed that in for a new pair of glasses. Largely in part because, like, I'm still debating the whole, like, LASIK surgery option right now. I haven't mentioned that before. That is something I'm considering. It would just, you know, quite literally wipe out a portion of my savings that I don't need to do, but, you know, it's really like a value judgment. It's the same people that sort of do, like, big dental surgery outside of, like, a standard, you know, tooth filling or tooth decay or, you know, cleaning or whatever, what have you. It is pricey. It is pricey to get, you know, any form of eye surgery. In this case, I'm looking at, per my eye doctor at least, and this is sort of what I was gauging anyway. Looking at $2,000 per eye. All things said, like, again, this is not a humble brag. I'm just grateful to say I'm in a position where if I wanted to do that, I could do so and still be, for the most part, okay. I'm someone that's on the side of, like, erring on the side of caution for literally, like, my entire life. Like, the savings is good, and it's like, yeah, oh wow, you know, you got good savings. Yeah, because I'm afraid, like, in an instant, like, you know, something's gonna happen to, like, my family, or I'm gonna lose the house, or life's gonna change. It's like, I need to have a buffer of at least $1 billion. Full joke there. Just to make sure I don't end up homeless in the street in Las Vegas, because I will die. It's a little bit of an exaggeration on, like, you know, homelessness conditions in Vegas, but, like, it ain't good. But also, I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna say like other cities, but, like, I know some other cities have it a little rough, a little rougher. Go ahead and get me. I mean, I hate it all. This is pretty bad. All of this is pretty bad. I'll take the Thunder Dash because I can easily, like, exchange that for something else. Go ahead and upcast my Fainlink shot. Thank you very much. And we're just checking for fish. Fish has been acquired. Yo, if I can get out of here with 15 fish on this run, I'll be elated. Yeah,
You win this round, fish.
fake me out. Fake me out. Fake myself out, more importantly.
Oh well.
Murder.
Know something, Red
Oh.
Blood? Try as I might, I still have not forgiven you for beating me last time. Call it a crippling character flaw, I don't know.
Forgiveness can take time. Though self-reflection is a healthy step. We're making progress.
You think we're making progress? Here? Why, you piece of trash. I'll show you progress.
Let's go. Alright. Minor radio silence as we just burst through this boss here. Okay. I remember, you're the one that does this attack. I got you. You also amp up the rage bar, which I just remember. There it is on the screen. You can see it for yourself. She's got the rage bar. Ooh, okay. I ate that one. I willingly ate that one. So far, so good. Load her up. Get around it. Boss armor goes down. Okay, just give her the cast. Duster. Yeah, they're dusting. That's it. That's a lot more low energy than normal, just like the fight itself. Like, I'm getting hit a bit here, but it's unfazing. It has something to do with like the UI changes, because getting hit right now, I can hardly notice it outside of like a very thin like red number now. You feel like it used to be bolder. It's also not making like the same sound effect that, you know, it's like, oh hey, you just got clobbered for like 80 HP. It's like, ah, nah. No, it's just like a getting like scratched. Little burn. Ensure Chaos Gate will spawn ahead where possible. Do it up. Do it up and send me up.
Going up.
Do I have anything else to talk about? It quite literally is like, it's either politics or coronavirus is all that's going on right now. There is no in between. Not the slightest bit. We can talk about the media, but that in itself sort of spins into both the exact topics I don't want to talk about, so in we go. We're just gonna give you matter-of-fact gameplay and dialogue today.
Master
Thank you for the
Chaos.
gold, Master Chaos.
In the name of Hades.
More cast damage. Huge HP up. Huge attack up. Let's keep amping up our attack. We haven't got something for this yet, like an amping ability, like a, you know, a knockback attack or a lightning bolt on it.
You would choose the same.
And we'll keep going for the purple crystal. It is max HP. I mean, to be honest, you're really just like Artemis's ability. Amp up the crit a little bit further than what we already have. Is it me? Like, the range has not always been this low, right? Or it's not even the range being low, it's the arrow actually locking onto a guy when I'm looking at him and stopping it from, like, extending further. I don't think it did that before. I'm fairly confident that's not how it used to work. Again, maybe I'm wrong here. Feel free to let me know if that is the case. They used to highlight all the way through. Blast him? Okay, I was gonna say, a little dicey. This is not the weapon you want to be coming back to after a week-long hiatus. Because it's just so goddamn hard for me to land that power shot. Alright. Scan the horizon for a fish. We should be getting like one almost every chamber. No luck? No luck, moving on. Show me the money. Any Facebook ads worth talking about, Tim? No, I've been getting a lot of ads for like food. Not even food that I want. Like, I've been literally getting like Taco Bell Postmates delivery ads. Mostly in part because, yes, I did order Postmates like once or twice within the last week. Trust me, every time I order Postmates, a part of me does die, but it's a necessity sometimes. Like, when you're legit, like, you know, feel like you're sick and dying on your deathbed, I don't feel like going out to the grocery store to buy like a bag of frozen anythings. I just want someone to come to my house and deliver the food for me. It's the price of being lazy. It really is, because it's like 20 bucks for a meal that should not be 20 bucks. And then of course you gotta tip the person, because it's like, yeah, oh, you know, hey, you know, person getting paid less than minimum wage, thanks for bringing me my food. Have a negative tip that also gets taken away by part of the system, you know, and calculating your taxes. When it comes to tax anything, you do what's right for you, of course. Honestly, you report your own tips how you want to report your own tips. I'm just saying, if I'm giving you cash, if I'm slipping you a 10-piece and you're my delivery driver, or you're my waiter, or you're my any other person that I should be tipping a service for, or maybe not should be tipping. I'm not going to get in the whole tipping argument, because I know that's like a whole bag of worms in itself. But you do you, boo, alright? If I give you a 5-piece, you don't need to go reporting that 5-piece. If you get a lot of 5-pieces throughout the year and the government starts asking you questions, that's on you. But like, take it from old Tim. That tip, that's yours. No one else should be taking that from you. You should also tell, like, most of these industries while you're at it that, you know, giving you a actual, you know, human wage so we don't have to tip you outright would be nice. And you know what, maybe just having a tip on top of it for actual good service instead of being like this quality that needs to exist for you to survive in a food industry or a delivery industry. You know, just, there's a little bit of my personal opinion there. But anyway, I don't know how I ended up in this tangent. Oh yeah, I did order Postmates recently. And it did make me die inside because it cost me like 20 bucks for a pretty sizable sandwich. And you've already been asked me, yes, I did order a sandwich on Postmates. Oh, what's wrong with just, you know, getting some bread from your kitchen, Tim? Shut up. I don't disagree, but at the same time, like, fast food-esque and or, like, you know, sandwich-esque shops, they do a quality of sandwich that, you know, you can't just get from, like, applying some, you know, dollar bread you got from, you know, the fair market value aisle. For the record, I don't buy dollar fair market value bread. I buy actual high quality bread. Great wheat artisan, golden wheat only, because wheat is the best type of bread out there. I was gonna say there's only like 2 types of bread. Also false. I do like a sourdough every now and then. Yeah. Amp up the attack and give me the deflect on that, which is quite nice. I will take the max HP and I will alt tab. I'm pausing it for you. Oh no. Just had to see what like my friends were pinging about in the chat here. It's not something we're gonna try and mind for any humor because it's not a good thing. I was talking about Postmates for a reason outside of like me spending a lot of money on it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say just like the necessity, or like not even the necessity, but like the nice factor, the ease of access of having someone, you know, be able to readily deliver yourself some food, deliver you some food. You can tell that even though I'm not entirely like super sick anymore, I still can form coherent English sentences. It's just gonna be how it is, alright? If you've been around long enough, you know this is the standard for me. I swear there was something more to this story. It's tough. I'm trying to mine it right now. Is it something to do with like the coronavirus? Because like no, that's like already like easy enough to tell. It's like, yeah, how long did it take your food to get you know, delivered? Quite a while, in part because not so much in my case where like people were not doing the delivery. Just the girl I got was quite literally like, she was hustling out there. Like she was doing like multi deliveries. She was like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, I had to drop a few things. I'm like, not, you do you, boo. I didn't say this to her because no. I will not say that to some random stranger that is giving me my food. Maybe with my friends, because, you know, we have that repertoire set up. He's like, yeah, no, I get it. You gotta do the hustle there. I know you're delivering like 10 different orders. It's an exaggeration. It's probably like 2 or 3, but have some grace, you know? Have some grace, have some understanding. I wanted to spin the story, but it's gone. The story is I've been sick, and I ordered food on like last Thursday, and it was amazing, and I ate the whole sandwich and then passed out for most of my weekend. I took sick days, you know, if we're just like going matter of fact here. For the first time in a millennia, I have taken sick days from work, and it was lovely. It was lovely. Excuse me as I just die as I'm trying to speak here. Oi. Yeah, so that was good. I mean, coming back on Tuesday, which was yesterday, not the greatest, but, you know, somehow stabilized my desk and got into a manageable spot. I should be using this reroll thing, but it's hard to reroll half these options. Unless I get, like, keys and gems only, I'm not rerolling any of this. This still gives me a benefit.
It's him.
Oh, good.
Thought I'd find you here. Let's see who's better at this, Zagreus.
Was I talking about Postmates because I was talking about the Taco Bell ads I've been getting lately? I think that was part of it. I was trying to pivot it off of a Facebook, you know, advertising feeds. I haven't got a lot of good Facebook advertisements for me to mine. The most recent one I have gotten, and I forget the name, but it's quite literally like, it's advertising underwear for your balls. Because it's like, hey, you know, you're a gamer, right, Tim, on Facebook? And it's like, yeah, that's me, I'm a gamer. Well, have you ever wore boxer shorts that are just quite literally not good enough for your balls to breathe? And the answer is no. No, because I wear, like, normal, you know, Fruit of the Looms boxer shorts that let you breathe perfectly. It's like, would you like to spend $60 on this pair of underwear here that gives you extra breathing room in your crotchal region? No. No. I'm a fan of letting people like do their own thing. You spend your money on what you want to spend it on, but like that's a waste of money. You're getting scammed if you're buying that. No one needs to spend $60 on a pair of underwear so your balls can breathe better. Just buy looser underwear. Or, you know, find your own alternative. Just no. There's only so much Facebook advertisements that I'm like, okay, you know, you can mine it for a bit and you get it. This one, mining it for a bit, and it just makes no sense to me. If anyone ever buys this underwear, it's like compactuwear or whatever. God. Makes me seem like a big old liar because I don't actually have a source right now, but let's see. Oh, the other thing I'm also getting is vegan chicken nuggets, which I've been tempted by, but if I click on and buy one thing from Facebook, they're just gonna open the floodgates and then everything's out the window as far as like, hey, you want to buy this? You want to buy this? How about this? It's like, nah. I just saw the vegan chicken nuggets and I was curious. I can't find it. It's literally fast food, Jack in the Box, macaroons. Don't at me. And Asus laptop parts and Corsair to an extent, but like, I don't know PC parts. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I paid someone to build this computer for me. Don't at me. I will never have someone at me again when it's like, you paid someone to build a computer? Yeah, and I pay someone to change the oil in my car too. I pay someone to clean the yard if I don't want to spend like, you know, 20 hours, you know, on my weekend pulling out the freaking crabgrass weeds, even though that's exactly what I was doing yesterday when I got home from work, and there's just so goddamn much and it keeps raining, there's no point.
Use this.
So yes, I pay someone to build my computer is what I'm trying to say there. And I always get defensive on this topic. Just because it's one of those things where it's like, I get it, some people have the skill and the talent for it, but it's like, just let me pay someone to do something I don't want to do. Next time you're feeling sick and you go to the doctor, I'm going to at you, be like, ooh, why don't you just, you know, take 10 freaking Advil pills and call it a day? I didn't think so. It's a bad example and a logical extreme, I know. We're just trying to fill time here while I figure out, do I want any of these options? And we took some time, we bantered on it. I don't really want any of these options. They're all pretty bad. Life rewards going up? That could be quite solid. When foes are slain, they inflict weak to nearby enemies and do a death blast. Not what I'm feeling here. And I'm gonna go ahead and you know, up the HP there. I would like to avoid losing to Hydra on heat level 1 if possible. No dialogue. We've milked this guy for all dialogue he may or may not have. There it is. Everything deflects now, so we have no excuse for getting hit. We never had an excuse for getting hit. Now we extra don't have an excuse. There you go. Send it back at him. There it is. Dude, I'm like falling asleep playing with the bow right now. It's like, oh, wind it up. Wind it up. And we're not even landing the wind-up shots. I'm trying, dude. You wouldn't believe me, believe me when I tell you this, but in college, one of my favorite games to play, Osu, or Os, you know, say it however you want. I hear it like 2 different ways. I used to be the master of rhythms. And when I say I played it on a level that got like your average person like spectating it on, like, oh my god, look at that guy go, he's hitting all the keys like crazy. And then, you know, you ever like see an actual like Os tournament on like Twitch or YouTube or something like that, and then you realize, yeah, no, you weren't even close to being competitive, Tim. There are some insane people that play that game. Once upon a time, I was a rhythm, in my own heart, a rhythm master in its own way. This performance right now with the bow attacks might lead you to believe otherwise, but it's true, goddammit. Okay, taking some hits that I do not need to be taken. Give me a second. I'm just gonna dial in here so I can avoid some chip damage. There it is. Some cheap damage, not some chip damage. Same thing. There you go. Crack it. Crack it. I just want to hear the bow crack, dude. It would make me so happy if the bow would just crack. It ain't cracking, dude. It ain't cracking. No snap, no crapple, no pop. Crackle, not crapple. Hey, hey, hey. I'm just gonna stop talking now while I finish off Hydra. Yeah, 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 and then Dustin. Alright. Very good. Very good indeed.
No more heads.
Yoink it. And then search for a fish real quick. I know we missed one because of my haste. That's it. Ascend it. No Aphrodite on this run. Or not Aphrodite. You're Eurydice? Ulysses? Ulysses as Grant? 13th President of the United States? '18th. I knew it was one of them 10th presidents. He was around during the Civil War or something. Your average American probably would not be able to pass the like American, like, I don't want to say it's literacy test or like just like the national, whatever test you have to take to like get your air quote citizenship is like, oh, you know, who's the Supreme Court Justice of, you know, the Bill Clinton era. It's like, oh yeah, it's that one lady, right? Quite literally, one of my coworkers today was like flexing on all of us really hard, but like some very obscure like political trivia that he was like just running off the top of his head. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. I got that. I can't like quote any of it because like he was hitting some notes that I'm like, dude, you should be like on Jeopardy purely for the political trivia column. Like, you'll nail it. You would kill it. I don't know about the rest of it, but like this one column, that's you. I respect that. Trivia is like an Okay, I gotta say it carefully here. It's not, I don't say it's like an under-warranted skill or an underappreciated skill, because, I mean, to be fair, a big reason why trivia was like, you know, the thing to be like known for back in the day, like especially like early era of Jeopardy, Mr. Ken Jennings. It's like, oh yeah, if you were the guy that was good at trivia, someone could walk up to you and ask you like some random ass question, like, oh yeah, Julius Caesar is, you know, 5th Emperor of Rome, right? He's like, oh dude, it's actually the 4th Emperor of Rome. It's like, yeah, this knowledge ain't gonna help you in your office job, Kyle, but you're able to ask, you know, Ken Jennings over there, and he was able to rattle it off for you, and it's cool. Now you got a little fact, and you have that guy in the office that you can rely on for random ass trivia that doesn't matter. Nowadays, you just want an answer like that, you do what I did, and you just Google it. It's a dying skill, I should say, and we use the word skill lightly on that one. But it's not to knock anyone that's a fan of, like, you know, Jeopardy, being on Jeopardy, trying to get on Jeopardy, or like a Pro Bowl-esque game. Knowledge is knowledge, dude. It's fun. More damage to distant foes. Hold to shoot, but you can no longer power shot. Yeah? That's like the perfect upgrade for my small brain when it comes to using the bow. Go ahead and get me... Don't burn me, Hermes. I could use the attack speed upgrade. I really could use the attack speed upgrade. Oh yeah. This right here, this slaps. Mm-hmm. Stunlock? Yeah, with the stunlock. Alright. Could you imagine if I was trying to, like, you know, snapshot those? I've got hit twice. I've gotten hit twice.
To be very quick about it.
Yeah, let's do it. Dash, special, move speed. And they're all base level boons. You have burned me for the last time, Hermes. +1 dash is actually not that bad.
Cheers, Hermes.
Extra dashes also amp up your, you know, dash attack ability. We will not be doing that for gems. You'll never see me in this side of the country doing it for gems. Poseidon? We will do it for Poseidon. Is this a do it for him moment? This is not a do it for him moment. Poseidon's probably the most obnoxious character in this game. Right next to Zeus. And that's the point, Tim. I know it's the point. Still hate it. Like, any like, water-esque superhero, I'm sorry, you've probably already fallen from grace in my eyes. Like, and this is me talking to my ass, but like, I hear Aquaman, and I just want to sleep. I don't know anything about the Aquaman movie, or like, if it was good or not, if Aquaman was like, you know, a wet blanket type of superhero. It's just... My brain's just so hardwired to, you know, hear water-based hero, and I'm like, yep, I get it. You control ocean. You are cool. You know what else controlled the ocean? The Wonder Twins. That's an exaggeration. The Wonder Twins didn't control the ocean. One of them literally turned into a bucket of water, which is probably why I have such disdain for the idea in the first place, because it's like, yeah, that guy does a water ability too. Turns into a bucket of water. Put a mop in him. Exciting. You guys don't know who the Wonder Twins are, man. I am the boomer. Sunken treasure. Just give me a random assortment of stuff. Yeah?
Let's make some waves.
The pay it forward type of thing. But also gets it out of the pool. Dude. You know her. You'll love her. You can't live without her. It's Athena. Lets you turn off your brain for a large aspect of the game's, you know, dodge function, I suppose. And the bounce shot is doing wonders right now. Good kill. Bounce shot made sure we only have one enemy to deal with, and it's a bow lord. Sure, we took some hits on the fight because I was just trying to tank my way through it. Lost 3 HP. Done with the fight instantly. Crimson Butterfly, you are no more. You're a scourge of the earth. Abilities that deflect can also make foes exposed. Special is stronger and can deflect. Reduce trap damage. Go ahead and give me the deflect.
Athena's power.
If deflect into expose, thank you.
Let's see what else.
I'll do it. We sort of doubled down on Poseidon already, so if this gives me an actual boon that's worth something, I'll be elated, I'll be excited, I'll be happy, I'll be every word you can use to describe a state of being content or filled with joy, even though I willingly just dashed into this thing and 20 damage. Remember I mentioned like the sound effect for taking damage is like sort of like nerfed? Still standing by it, but like I already know what those guys do to me. They literally put me in the freaking gears and grind me. Yeah, this was 20 damage. So be it. So what? Don't even care. Wait a minute. Alright, well, we'll do Ocean's Bounty. I thought you could only get that thing once and then I could sell it. Did they change that? Or has it always been like that and I just haven't been paying attention? Also, like, this is quite literally one of the things you'd want to reroll, but you got me, game. You got me. Oh, I have another reroll though, Tim. Alright, we're not done yet. There's still time to get a reroll in there, if possible. This is not the final room. This is not the second final room. There's 2 doors. Yeah, we can still get a reroll going. All right. Send yourself. All right, good sent. I see Crimson Butterfly. I will dust you in a second. I just need to take care of the detritus. That'll do it, and then light him up. Don't you run from me. I want to say like quick moves or something there, but like, you know, they slow as shit, so no quick moves required. That's a 2 for 1. We take those. And it's 2 boons that I quite literally want, so Zeus, secondary, Athena, top priority. Make sure Impervious lasts a little bit longer. Yeah, I mean, base level kind of sucks.
Protection.
Your father likewise turned his back on me before, nephew, and we both know what has become of him.
Yeah. Alright, good hit. I was being lazy, I'll own up to that. This is the part where I say we stand a man for being lazy. Am I using it right, guys? If I don't get a comment that tells me what this means, I am just gonna look it up and then I'm probably gonna look like a bigger fool. So, this is your chance. Give me that embarrassment yourself. Tell me what it means to stand. Or is it like a person? There's like a video about some guy named Stan is the reason why we're doing this. I don't know, dude. I legit do not know. You gotta educate the boomer. I'm the boomer. Alright, please get dusted, my friend. Thanks, you just zapped me on the tail end there for a minute. Yeah, whatever. What do you got? The lightning bolt effects have a chance to strike twice. Yeah, I'm just taking it because this is relatively new.
Is my hair sticking up?
I guess it only will apply on our dodges, which is still pretty good. And that's a full heal. You'd be a fool not to do it, dude.
We have a pest problem.
No time to lose.
1 and 2 and 3 and dash. Just quite literally stood there and ate it. Willingly, not literally, willingly. I mean, also literally. I just want to make sure everyone's clear that it was a choice and not a misplay. A gamer cred's on the line, alright.
Who's going to clean all this up?
There.
There we go, 56 HP, and then we send it. Cyclops Jerky would be quite nice. Unalterable. I messed up. Hermes. I could have altered that. Whatever. Hermes, last chance. No, okay. Not last chance? I thought this was the end room. I clearly don't remember the length on this floor. So I felt like I've been at the end like at least 3 times now. Alright, good Dustin right there. Oh. Big crit, love the crit. Dude, when does it end? No. Alright, once again, I chose to dodge into that damage. It was not a misplay. Okay, that one was a bit of a misplay. Can you just back up, Jack? Jesus Christ. These things are terrifying. The fact that they exist in this game and they do 20 friggin' damage is a goddamn sin. They come at you so fast sometimes, you can't even react.
Olympus, I accept this message.
There it is, faster attacks.
Cheers, Hermes.
It's so minor. Like a 12% attack speed boost. It still helps, but it's so minor you can barely even tell it's doing something. Go ahead, reroll it.
No.
Pomegranate? Pomegranate. We'll save our money for the shop on the next floor. This pomegranate is going to up our basic attack.
Delicious.
Ooh, baby! What did I say? I saw that double strike. One moment. Trust me, I desperately reach for the mic every time it happens. It sneaks up on you. The hacking sneaks up on you.
Attack us if you... Ready yourself.
Watch yourself.
Don't have any extreme measures to worry about here. Backstab damage. Ooh. I deflected both of those attacks too, that's crazy. Put that right back at you. Alright, I saw that. 16. Minor. Crit for 425, I saw that too. Load him up. Load him up, load him up, load him up. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. There he is. It's eat him up. I know the Reese's Puff commercial. Oh my god, alright. Minor dialage. Put shield down, coward. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The latter half of this fight is always just a resonance lever.
Whose side is he on?
Oh, wait, I'm standing in it. No. Safe here. We should definitely still be loading him up here. We get that extra damage whenever he is loaded up. I willingly decided to like make it harder for some reason. I don't know why. Don't have a good answer for you. And you're dusted. All right, let's go. Final floor. Floor, like floor light. You know, the rat floor. You know what I mean. Alright. Elysium, dusted, Temple of Sticks, on the way, healing, acquiesced, fountain, do you want to sell anything?
I'm sure I'll find something.
Should sell this actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Bonus life gains, gone.
You're already.
I don't think, you know, it's like 10%, but it gives you a little bit more move speed. The quality of life buff. Yo, where's my recording window? There it is. Where are we at? 52 minutes? That's just about right. If there's one thing I would do with Hades, and it's probably on me here, if I could just like, not even have, but like reduce these by like a solid 20 to 15 minutes, that'd be pretty cool.
Than it is in here.
I love doing like long, lengthy runs when it came to Slay the Spire, mostly because like that was like essentially 3 runs in one. You got what you paid for when you watched Slay the Spire back in the day. Also like just horribly addicted to Slay the Spire when it was like in its heyday. You guys see that article on Twitter? Or maybe it's not even an article on Twitter, but there I am again going to Twitter for my news sources. Just the in general article, Reddit, Twitter, wherever you saw it. Gamers demand that Mega Crit Slay the Spire devs make the game less fun so they can stop playing it. That's a beautiful compliment to receive. All I can say is, Mega Crit, they earned that. That's truly like an honest, like, yo, your game is so good, I can't stop playing it.
Should come in useful.
Obviously, no one's like outright saying, yo, please make the game legit bad, but it's like, can't stop playing it, dude. My friend Josh and his wife, Mora, they can't stop playing it either. I got a text from him this morning. I'm the guy that wakes up at, you know, the alarm's set for 4:40, but like I don't wake up till 5 sometimes, which is most of the time. My boy, he texted me. I think I gotta scroll through all the pasta this morning. What did I even say here? 4:37. You ever wake up at 3 AM to beat a woke bloke run on an A7 run? The Mad Lad. The answer for me is no. There was no way I'm gonna wake up at 7 AM to play Slay the Spire. I'll play Slay the Spire. I'm just not gonna wake up, or not 4 AM just to freaking beat him, dude. That's a sign of the addiction, and that's a good thing in its own way, because like, you know, there's an addiction to be had, especially when it even comes to like an addiction for gaming. Slay the Spire, pretty harmless game in the grand scheme of things, because it actually, like, you know, requires some mental acumen to, you know, finesse and be good at it. That's okay. All I'm saying is if I ever had a child, I'd rather be addicted to Slay the Spire than Call of Duty. I'm just calling it how it is. I remember my younger self when I was addicted to Call of Duty. Never again. The game is no good for your juju, alright? Not at all. Shooters in general, not good for your juju. Play more puzzle games. Or Slay the Spire. Give me that money, and then let's send it. How's the run looking? Is this a, you know, is this a winter run? Is this a stinker run? It's a middling type of run, in between. I don't think it's bad. I'm not sure if we have like a lot of power going on. Maybe it's like hidden power, because these shots are doing good damage. But it's not really like popping out at you. It's like an underappreciated, like, yeah, you know, it may not seem like it's the, you know, bee's knees, but it actually is working pretty well for what you're doing. So, like, you can't really complain. I think that's fair. Like, yeah, me shooting this bow doesn't make me feel powerful, but it's getting the job done. It's doing quite good. Deflect, attack, basic attack going up even further. Love that.
Excellent.
And me.
Look at all this.
Give me that palmy.
Thank you, mate.
Yep. 134% extra damage on my autos now. Probably gonna grab that max HP in a second.
This way.
You want to grab the additional boons while I have time. Alright, give me a second. This one's gonna be bad. Oh yeah, brother, it was bad. Alright, we're still breathing. We're in full Sanded territory. I really need to be like dropping these right here to get that extra amp damage. That's what you gotta be doing. Well, thanks to Athena's deflect damage, we can toss these Beyblades right back at the bosses if the room is full of them. Very good. Let's hit him with a Send It. Load him up. Dust him. Grab the money, send it. Alright, I ate a bunch of damage there. Probably could have avoided that. Same situation there. We're just being a little laissez-faire, a little lazy. You don't need to be lazy here. You can still dodge and get the kill. Takes you a picosecond longer, that's fine. You take that picosecond. Also, the bounce shot letting me do this, that's beautiful. It's cheating, but it's beautiful. Please get sent, thank you. So we still lost HP overall, this result of me being lazy there, but we're still good. 157 out of 201, that's decent. It's decent. Skedaddle right over here, I see what Poseidon's selling.
Cheers, mate.
Random assortment. You may not like it, but that's actually pretty alright. Part of it just paid for itself. We got ourselves some healing out of it, and we future-proofed a few runs. And we need more metagame stuff to actually, you know, say future-proofing the runs is now a thing, because getting more purple crystals, that ain't really doing anything for me, alright? It's unlocking a few more rerolls, that's about it. There ain't much else to it. The gems, you know, not even future-proofing runs, just getting us some cosmetics. Some nice, cool cosmetics. It's 2020, that's what kids love, right? They love the cool cosmetics. They give their virtual dog a fun t-shirt, and then go play more League of Legends, right? That's right, kids. Don't you touch me. No, 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 no. No one touches. Good sending, good sending. One more over. Alright. No more over, that's it. Oh my god. She gave me the whole package, dude. An epic Athena boon to round it all out. Wow.
Out of here. Could check the other passageways.
I could check the other passageways, but this one's in the books.
Cerberus again accepts the sack.
In the books.
I can go.
If you hear me sniffling, I'm sorry. Like a minor runny nose has arisen at the end of this run here. I don't mean to sniff into your ears.
Father.
You'll go not one step farther past this threshold, boy.
It's time. Ooh, okay, I didn't think he had the range on that one. Good use of the minor Athenage there. Respect that one. Alright. I'm not gonna say that was me being lazy, I legit just thought I actually had more space though. Dial it in, Tim, dial it in. You're taking a lot of lazy damage here. We're already below half on the first phase. You got 3 dashes, you got no excuse here. Just slap him. Just slap him. Just slap him. Keep blasting, keep blasting. Alright, nearly iced myself on that one. Similar situation. Okay. Avoidable. Also avoidable. You know, maybe that was me being lazy? Oh, okay. Still good, still good. We're saving that Athena charge for the next phase. Alright, alright, alright.
We're not finished.
Gage is nearly ready. I want to get him through his first tap before I do my... Okay, you know, we're just gonna do it because he's about to smack me and I didn't want to see that happen. There you go, just give him the left clicks. Give him some deflects while you're in there as well. And good deflects, yeah, good deflects. Insane deflect damage.
I have something for you.
Get behind him, blast him. Really going hog wild with these. Oh, no, no, no. AoE attacks. This is a legendary play right there. Alright. You nearly got me with a cheap one. Nearly. Not quite. And that's all she wrote, boys. Thank you for watching. Bit dialogue bereft, I trust me. It's hard to gold mine when you've been sick. It's hard to gold mine when you come back and you didn't pre-prep anything. You're not getting any fancy MeUndies commercials anymore on Facebook. It's all difficult. Regardless, thank you for watching. Let's get that blood.
See you at home. I did it.
Back it up a bit. Fisher King, I didn't even really use it that much. I mean, this is just more like a meme, if anything. This is like an Athena acolyte if I've ever seen one. It's a new streak, though. We'll take it. Grab that blood. Send him. Thank you for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, etc. whenever it is when this thing ends, and I will see you all tomorrow, etc. whenever, for the next one.
A cloud of superheated water vapor, steam as it is known. And probably you know what happens next.
I made the Steam joke before, if I'm not mistaken. I totally have. I did the outro too early. This is why you're supposed to wait for the load screen here, and then you're like, okay, now you say, you know, the standard, etc., etc., etc. et al. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, everybody.